Yokoso Annabelle, Coleman. It's me, celery. To thee I say hee hee. Get away from me, dogs. Let's see, that guy's gonna be shooting a ballista. Does this say anything different? Heck, isn't that actually called a trebuchet? Not a ballista at all. A trebuchet? That could have hit me. Be more careful. That guy on the horse, it's like, I'm on a horse. Get away from me. Oh, that's just a flask. I'm playing Elden Ring. Don't tell me, Mum. Stop, please. Get on, chump. Ooh. Wow. Doria. 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 Eat this. Oh, hey, Squidward. Oh, you want to get your lick in too? Just want to get your licks in? I must be an ice cream cone because everyone wants to get their lick in. Okay, I'll just say it. I was reading this one doujin this one time, and yeah, so like the plot of it is it's like a bunch of unmarried middle-aged men. They get fed up with society, and then they're all like, man, we're fed up with society. We're gonna go and make our own society in the middle of the woods. And they do that, so it's just a bunch of middle-aged men living in the middle of, like, the woods. And the plot of it follows how they invite a new person to live with them, and they're also a middle-aged man, but they honestly have, like... Cyrano-san, you came in a great time, hello. We'll see, they invite someone new to the village, and they're incredibly pretty. Like, everyone thinks, ouch. Please don't. Everyone thinks this individual is like a teenage girl. A real otokonoko created character. And it's just all normal at first, and they're just like showing them around like, yeah, see, we all have to like do our part and do some work and this, that, and the third. And then they take him to an onsen, and he gets lightheaded and faints. And then they all like get wowed by his naked body, and then hijinks ensue. You know, hijinks ensue. And then it's like a bunch of stuff like that keeps happening. Like they go camping, and it's a different group of people. And then like he gets, I don't think he gets hurt, but like he's unable to help. And then they're like, that's okay, you can help us a different way. So then they start, you know, butt blasting 3000, the old Gok Gok 3000, so to speak. And then it's just like a bunch of those like little, like a montage of a bunch of moments like that. And the village chief is all mad, and he's like, you just keep sleeping with everyone in the village. And then he's like, it's not like I'm trying, it's just like, you know, I feel bad because I can't really do anything. And so everyone just like, you know, it's like, this is like my way of paying back. And the village chief is like, listen, I invited you to this village so I could use you in that regard. And then the next part is like an abusive relationship, it feels like, because like, yeah, he's like yelling at him about it, and then he makes the guy strip naked, and then drags him by his wrist like outside of like the village to like a bunch of people, and then they're like, hey guys, what's going on? I'm like, why are you naked? And then he's like, check it out. And then he like, oh, there's a dungeon over there. I can tell because of that guy. But yeah, and then he's like starts like laying forward that they just keep doing the dirty deed with everyone, and then everyone's like, okay, yeah, and to which he then forcefully fornicates in front of the others, to like as like a show of like, this is my trophy husband. And that's that, and then it ends with the village chief dying, like not in like a sad way, but they're like, he died in the middle of fornication of a heart attack, and everyone's like really jealous, and they're like, that's the way every man wants to go out. And then like the last page is like the Otto Konoko created character is mourning and is like in, I think they're like a black dress with like the like veil in the front. And so I have to have the, yep, I don't have that right now. We gotta give that thing the tops. And like it ends with everyone saying like, well, now who's gonna inherit them? And they're all looking at the Otto Konoko with lecherous eyes. And you know what, dog? You're like, you know what? 10 out of 10 book. Now dare I say like 11 out of 10 book? Like listen. Oh, this is just pointing to the place with the Black Knife Assassin. My fault, I got distracted. But yeah, highly recommend. 10 out of 10 would read again. I got a message on Discord. 3? I'm sick of you. You too. What's the name so you can avoid it? Ooh, let's see. I think it's something like, it might be like Ojisan no Mura. Trying to remember. I think the English name is like Geezer Village or something really, really lame like that. You know what I can do though? I can find a direct link for you so that you know what the link looks like, so you can avoid it even better. Because, I have a direct link on tap just so I can, keep other people away from it, keep them out of the streets and back into their bed sheets to where they can have a nice nap. Let's see here. Teehee logging in. Logging in does take forever these days, can't lie. Everyone's so afraid of you being a bot that it's like you're jumping through hoops to log into anything. Ain't no way I don't have the direct link no more. I'd believe that I got abducted by aliens before something like that happened. Which, honestly, considering that dream I had where like aliens are doing surgery on me, that could have actually happened. Yeah, see, like, it was weird. Like, those types of dreams, they really do happen. Like, I thought that was just something that weirdos said. But no, I had one like a month ago. And like they had like this spinning pizza cutter looking like machine. And then they like sawed out. Oh wait, I remember now. Well anyway, and then they sawed out like part of my stomach and like they pulled out like this square organ that was like twitching around like it was alive. Crazy stuff. Hang on. I can do this. I can do this. I remember it wasn't on a normal site to find that content. I had to go to a weird one. Was it this one? That's not at all what I was looking for. I don't think I found it in Firefox. But I could try. The alien stole my Yowie. Yeah, pretty much. Isn't that what happened to Duke Nukem in the last game, Duke Nukem Forever? Oh, I found it actually. I did see it on. It was on Firefox this whole time. I didn't have to open up Google. But yeah, just so you know how to avoid it, it's called A Fresh Face Arrives in Geezer Town. You know, worst naming like, actually, dog, like, that's, if I didn't know the Japanese name when I found it and be like, oh man, this sounds awesome. I just was told, yeah bro, check out A Fresh Face Arrives in Geezer Town. I would not check that out. Like, that is it. Holy smokes. Hey. Oh, I'm actually kind of low on health. We were throwing away some stuff in the garage today. Today was the last day that we had like the dumpster borrowed from like the trash people. Anyway, long story short, what am I doing? I mean, I've always known that my younger brother was like, despite that he doesn't really I'm dead. No? Despite that he doesn't really like do anything physical, I knew that he was like really strong. But we had to throw away a grill today, and he just kind of like picked it up above his head and like tossed it, and I was just like, holy smokes. It was just like, I never really like, I was unfamiliar with your game. It's like, I knew you were strong, I didn't know you were like that strong. I thought it was impressive. You know, something I don't get is why sometimes just items, like a regular item like that, it glows. It's like annoyingly enticing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if you're like, oh boy, finally an escape from all of this, and then you pick it up and it's an eye of yellow. I forget, like, you're supposed to, like, there's like a slope you go up, right? And that's how you get to the church. It's like right here, isn't it? Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, cool, the yellow guy's still here. Oops, I missed. Now I'm gonna die. Are you serious? Did something just get flinged through the air? Are you alive? Grave Robin. So since we're on the topic of talking about heinous things, there's an artist that, yeah, sure, okay, kill me, that I pay for to see their drawn content, and they were talking about how they want to draw a character, but they were all like, but given just how things are on like Blue Sky and whatever now, I don't really think I can post it there. And then I don't know, man, like, the rage built up. I was just like, dang, like, for one, I'm always against censorship, always have and always been. You said you don't know. Have you seen what's happened though recently? Their new censorship they're passing about how they're banning like fictional non-con and all this other stuff, and how also like a lot of stuff is kind of hard to post on it too, because like even for like a long time there's certain things where it's like, yeah, on Blue Sky you probably don't want to post that. Now I don't want to mention by name because like, listen dog, listen, it's not that I have a public image to defend, it's just that I don't have enough defense to be able to hold back the onslaught if I'm under fire. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't mind, like, but like at the same time, it's like, I don't got it in me to like defend myself on the internet anymore. Anyway, all I'm trying to say is that there's always been a lot of stuff that like creators are kind of like certain, especially like ones that are on the bigger side, are usually like, yeah, I can't really post this here. But then other people do it, and it's like, I think you're just being like overly cautious, you know? Stop, please. Are you serious? Yeah, that's honestly it too. Like, some people are just overly cautious, but at the same time, now with the new censorship law, why'd I say law? Censorship, like, guidelines and terms changing on Blue Sky, it's kind of, like, genuinely to a point where, like, a lot of people who left Twitter to go to Blue Sky are returning to Twitter because it's bad. It's just, like, unnecessarily strict. Because, like, who cares, man? Like, do you know what the whole non-con thing is? It doesn't involve UOL, if that's what you're thinking. Well, I guess even if you do know what that means, I'm going to tell you anyway. So effectively, what non-con means is like, it's the new, like, buzzword. It stands for like non-consensual, but like in the fictional sense, like not like you have like a snuff film and you uploaded that, but like you draw like two anime characters and then it's like, yeah, but it's non-consensual, and it's like there's a broad window with that. It's not just like, oh yeah man, you know, easy peasy, none of the I'll say it in Norwegian, but volta, violent touch. You know what that would mean if, like, you know. So none of the violent touch stuff. It doesn't necessarily mean that. It means that, like, even just, like, if you're drawing vanilla, if there's no way to, like, show that there's some type of consent between the two characters before they started, that is not able to be put on the site. And then you said you'd ask if a picture consents. Yes, that's not even a joke. That's like what the terms of agreement are saying now. And everyone, and I mean everybody, is pretty much saying like, who cares? It's a drawing. If I draw like, I don't know, Yuka from Toho, and she's like, I don't know, getting owned freak style, like who does that hurt? You know what I mean? Like, who's getting hurt by that? I hate to say it, that's such like a lame argument, but like genuinely, tell me now, what is like if adults are consuming the content, what does it matter? Yeah, I guess so. You do hate people with green hair ever since that thing happened to you at that truck stop. Anyway, we gotta give Hayeta that eyeball. Eyeballs are important for a growing girl's development. Is it just me or is this song kind of loud? There we go. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, so that's that. And like there's like two different, well, this whole thing started because like I got mad because like that artist that I like said that. And then I was like, okay, I'll admit, like, so they said in their own thing, they're like, I can't really post them. And they're like, even though the character I draw them are actively a college student and like in my own canon 21 years old, like I can't really post drawings of them on whatever site. And then I was like, that was the last song. Well, whatever. And then I don't know, I was just kind of like, this sucks, dog. Like, jeez. And it's not like I'll tell you straight up, bro is just drawing like that one character busting a nut in public. They weren't even like engaging in like the dirty deed, but they were like, yeah, I can't really draw him because of like the change in service on that site. And then it was just like, I hate everything, man. Like, you can't go nowhere to win no more. You're all like, Twitter sucks. I guess I'll go to Blue Sky. And then Blue Sky sucks. So you're like, I guess I'll go back to Twitter. And then you go back to Twitter and it's like, yeah, I guess this placement like hasn't really changed. At least from the regard that I use it. I think a lot more losers and ugly people are on Twitter. But like, if you're just like disconnected from all that, like somehow I managed to be, recently. I mean, I've always been doing it, but like especially so recently. Like, I'm definitely the 1, the 2, the 3, and the 4. If you say something that I think is even mildly lame, I will block you. I mean, I always used to be that way, but like, I feel like even more so now. I'm just not gonna deal with it. I don't need to see this cutscene. And then even more so, it's like, I guess I don't even need to really use like social media. I could just use like Pixiv, because that's all I really like to see is art. But then I run into the other like issue where I do like to find out about new products coming out, like new plushies, new figures, stuff like that. And just hanging out on Pixiv, I would not find out about that. And we live in a modern world where everyone's just like expected to have social media. So most, now capital most, I said most, like, okay. Most producers of things like figures, plushies, whatever, they don't really have newsletters anymore. Like 20 years ago, you just like no, more like maybe like 15. Probably like 17. More like 17. I want to say like 15, 17 years ago, you'd be able to like sign up for like an email newsletter, and they would just like email you whenever like a catalog of sorts, Or let's just take it back to the last party. Like 30 years ago, you could just sign up to get like a magazine that says whatever their next new thing is. But things like that don't exist anymore, and it's just expected, like, yeah, man, just like, what are you talking about? Simply just go ahead, get yourself on social media and follow them. It's just that easy. It's just that easy. But like, some of us would like to be completely disconnected, but just find out about stuff like that. Is that just like not an option anymore? The answer is yes. The only people that I know of that still do at least emails that I think are like worth it is Good Smile. And Good Smile are the last people I want to like actually buy from. You know what? Do you remember when Good Smile, like, it was Good Smile US, they had a data leak and a bunch of people got their credit card information stolen. And you know what? I was one of those people. Like, unironically, I was one of those people. I had my credit card information stolen from a data leak from Good Smile Company. Because Good Smile Company, for some reason, they had the bright idea to disable using PayPal as a payment method on their website. So you had to set up with your credit card or debit card or whatever card. And I had pre-ordered some stuff, and then I was like, I wonder why my card's locked. And I called, and they're like, yeah, someone got your info. We had to shut the whole thing down. And I was like, well, at least you guys find out. Not like before they did anything major. They tried to make a purchase of $1.10. Like, it was like something really low like that, but at least the bank was able to figure out that's what it was. It was the nefarious deeds. But ever since that happened, like, I will buy Good Smile stuff. I'm just never gonna use their site. Ow. Yeah, I knew I was dead. For some reason I thought I was about to stagger him, but boy was I wrong. My point being, if the only person that still does the archaic practice of letting you sign up for a newsletter is somebody that's had my credit card information stolen before, then I guess I'm in the wrong. More companies are removing PayPal now. Well, I guess I'm going to be buying stuff from less and less sites. That's I don't know, now that that's happened to me, unless you're really based in Epic, like Melon Books, or DM site, I'm not gonna just leave my stuff on your site anymore. Now that I've been scorned, I'm it's too late. But yeah, that's about it. I wonder why they're removing PayPal if what you said is true. Isn't this a spirit summon in the base game? Steam removed it recently? Really? That's a shame. I like buying from Steam. Well, whatever. I'll just use Steam gift cards from now on. They're censoring what you can buy? Do you mean PayPal is censoring what you can buy? Or Steam is censoring what you can buy? Yes. Oh, PayPal is censoring what you can buy? Dang. I guess I gotta find a different payment method. I don't know. I guess I just won't ever save my card information any site ever. They said no to adult games. That's funny. I mean, it's not funny, but oh yeah, see, this is where you get. So Banished Knight Oleg is just a good dude in the game. What's with this weird Puritan push? Why are we trying to go back in time to the prim and proper days where, you had to. It was illegal to show X amount of skin at the beach, regardless of gender, and then police officers with nothing better to do would measure how long your pants are and make sure it was up to code. Why are you returning to that? I thought that was abandoned, because it's lame. Out of all the things to return to, why this? I mean, I can see the idea of just wanting people's lives suck for no reason, but no, that's probably just what it is. It's listen, I'm old and I'm dying and I want your life to be terrible because I'm gonna be dead. That's how it comes across to me. It's from that, what is it? What is that? What's that series called? Is it Fukushu no Kyoshitsu? Classroom of Revenge or something like that? It's about that one manga where that girl's mercilessly bullied and she loses an eye as a result. So then she makes a hit list of sorts, and she's just being an evil person to all of her classmates. There was a lot of manga like that, I feel in 2016, and that was one of them that came out around that time. She had blue hair for the main character. She had a really complicated and unnecessary backstory where I think the popular girl in class was actually her sister, but they were half sisters because her mom was a mistress, and she lived in poverty and they bullied her because of that. And then anyway, she says a line in it, and then she says she doesn't want her life to get better. She just wants to drag everyone down to her level. And it's like, yeah, I mean, I get that. Like, I guess that's real. And it's like that one guy, it's like, it's not a lot. It's not enough for me to succeed. I want to see others fail too. I mean, I see it and I understand it, but like, doesn't mean I condone it. I don't know. I'm a big believer that we should all just kill ourselves. Because if we're all dead, there's nobody that the like 1% can make money off of. And, you know, they just are going to have to suffer. If the 99% are dead and just the 1% is left, then there is no 1%. They become the everyman. So yeah, let's just all kill ourselves. Let's give it up for mass suicide. There is a dungeon like right over here, right? It's like down there. I know there's one that's like in a weird spot over on this side. That's good, bro. Hold on, I gotta get lubed up. Please don't hit me. I said please. I don't think there's a Stake of America, so I have to walk all the way back here, maybe. Nope, sweet. You know, maybe they say that history repeats itself, so like maybe we're just repeating like the Prohibition era, just on like a larger and more unnecessary scale. And maybe after like enough people get hurt and hate their lives, things will go back to normal, whatever normal is. Can you get killed? Okay, or not. I jumped over him? What am I, a Mario brother? I'm hit. Sweet. Cosmic Tunnel. It's like that song, Secret Tunnel. Secret Tunnel. I think it's on the other side of this is that cave I was talking about. A dungeon. Does anyone even play DNF? You know that fighting game? I thought it looked pretty cool, but I never tapped in. Hey guys. Like, I don't even see people play it at tournaments. Unless it's like something special, like an Arxis specific tournament, then it'll be there. But anything else, I don't think I've really caught one since the game's been out. I had kind of hoped the game would get big and then it'd be enough to like inspire me to try and play it, but like, I don't know, dog. I have thoughts like that where I was like, oh cool, I want to play that game, but then I remember I'm not really good at games and don't really like playing video games either. I guess I'm casting spells. Yo, okay, I need to pull out the sword for this one. And don't hit me. It is so much fun casting buffs in the middle of a fight. At least I think so. It adds a sense of like, I gotta hurry, I'm scared to it. That I feel like most fights in these games. At least once you like get used to it. Like when I first started playing Souls games, I wanted you to know that I was always on edge, super afraid. But after I got more used to them, it started being like, the nerves just kind of went away. Or actually, more accurately, I learned how to force them away. And then it had like the unwanted effect, and now it feels like all of my emotions are like gone, unless I forcefully like let them out. So like it didn't work how I wanted to. Oh, I guess that thing's not over here. My point still being though that like, oh no, there it is. I knew there was a cave over here. That I don't really feel a sense of urgency when I play these games or like fear anymore. And adding something to it, like having to buff in the middle of a fight, it brought back that sense of, oh my goodness, I'm scared. The Perfumer's Grotto?
Those days are gone. 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 Those days are gone.
Oh, I gotta whip out a torch. I ain't got nothing to do tomorrow except for smell bad. So I'm probably not gonna stay up that late though, because I'd like to get like a good 2 hours in. See, I run into a really specific issue these days where it's like I could stay up as late as I want, but I sleep in a walkway. So like I can always go back to sleep, but the later in the day I sleep, the more people walk by me and the more chances I have for the dogs to lick the inside of my ear, which I will tell you straight up, it's not fun when they do that. I'll be asleep in a bed peacefully and they'll come and lick the back of my neck or lick my ear or lick somewhere else, and then it's just like, holy schmoly, bro, like, get out of here. Checking if I'm still alive. Yeah, but like, I'd appreciate it if they didn't. I'd appreciate it if you let me die. And the plant farted. Let's kill it. Oh, did I explore up here yet? Or did I just go and kill the plant? Yeah, I did. This is where I came from. This truly is a perfumer's cave. Well, see, that's a normal dog thing. But see, I bet you don't sleep on a mattress that's on the floor. I have a floor mattress, so like, if a dog's just like walking by, it can quite easily just be like, oh word, let me get my lick in. And they do, I'll tell you that much. They do. Like, I'm sure that where you sleep is not a room that your dog can just like walk into and then see you laying down. The falling star beast is right there. Bro cannot take a headshot. Well, good news is when we go to that dungeon, you don't have to worry about getting shot with rocks. You have a folding bed. You mean like one of those ones that come out of the wall? Or is it just like one of those ones that's more like a folding table where you just can like set it up anywhere? Omen Killer and Miranda the Blighted Bloom. Oh, jeez. Airtox. The ladder, I see. I want to say it sucks having all of my damage being faith and intelligent evenly split, and like spells kind of need both of those to be high. But at the same time, I don't know, having both those stats leveled evenly, I do a lot of damage as a result. Because those are both of my damage stats. Oh, I want to go do the strewn precipice. Let's go do that. I just kind of came up here to see what's good. Alternate history. Die. What's going on in here, fellas? No, I wanted to get... Oh my... Whoa, you guys are draining my health. He's keeping guard. And now he's dead. That's a crab. We'll park here. I guess there's a lot of these Chance de la Soul albums that I just haven't listened to. I didn't know I was this far behind in its discography. This used to be one of my favorite musicians, if you would want to call him that. I think he's definitely my favorite future funk producer. Melanade is kind of up there, but like... Melanade doesn't produce at this frequency and consistency. Check this out. Doop. That did 625. How much does this do? Okay, about 200 less. But I can also dual wield that, so it definitely outperforms in damage. Oh, well, maybe I just hit the guy in a weird spot. No, I'm using the greatsword again. I wasn't paying attention. Savisan. Hello. How you do, how do. I see that you've come through. Well, up the strewn precipice we go. Yeah. You know, dude, I haven't told the... Okay, so I say grapefruit thing. It's not the grapefruit technique, but it's something different related to grapefruits. So recently we had a bunch of grapefruits around the house, and I was like, ooh, I want to tap in. But then I was like, hang on a second. So I take various medications nowadays. I need to make sure I can actually have grapefruit. Because, you know, there's like a thing with grapefruit where it has a specific enzyme in it. And for some reason, when your body has that enzyme, it like tells your body like, hey, whatever you do, don't like metabolize whatever, like everything. And your body's like, okay, cool. Which is not a problem when you're like a regular individual and don't have to take medications. But when you do, there's a good chance that like you're just not going to be getting the effects of your medication. So then I was looking into it. Now, one of them that I take, the T blocker that I take in specific, I was like, does this have any effect with it? And it does. So it's like, okay. It becomes a tea absorber effectively if I eat grapefruit. But I saw some people talking, and this guy was saying, he's like, hey, like, is there any way that I can still eat grapefruit and still be on this medication? And so they weren't using it as a T blocker. The thing is too, is that the medication I take as a T blocker is also used to help treat high blood pressure. which is funny when you think about it. It's even something they have to warn people when they take it, just like regular people, that it is a T blocker. And they may be seeing the T blocking effects even if they don't desire it. Anyway, the guy on the internet was all like, can I still have like grapefruit? Or like, if not, is there like a workaround? And someone responded to their comment and was like, can you just like not avoid grapefruit? Like, why are you like trying to find a loophole here? See, that's the thing. It's like when people, ooh, I'm gonna die. It's like when people become not vegetarian, but like vegan. Vegans are always, it feels like, trying to find a way to where they can find something that's just like meat. And it's like, just give it up. You know that one meme, and it's that backpack, and they say, just give it up, it's done. And like, it's barely hanging on by a strap. Like, there's a single thread holding it there. Like, together. It's like that. Because, you know, vegans are always, like, deep frying stuff and, like, making vegetables the most unhealthy thing ever in, like, pursuit of meat. And it's like, why? Like, again, just give it up. Indulge in some new tastes. Not everything needs to be just like what it used to be. Move on. Give it up. It's over. But yeah. And then the no ecstasy medication I take is, I guess, like also incredibly not to be having with grapefruit. So it just looks like I can't have grapefruit again for the rest of my life. Not a big deal. You know, we take those, just like move on. Oh. I thought that was a duck for a second. Unrelated to everything I've been talking about, today I had an apple, like caramelized apple spring roll. So yeah, the way it worked, it was just like, well, a spring roll, but it had caramelized apples inside of it. You know what? I'll be honest with you, it was kind of really good. I feel incredibly fat and disgusting for eating it, but like it tasted really good. It tasted so good that I ate 2 of them. I know. Might as well convert me into the blob. I might start weighing 129 pounds. It's over for me. Last I checked, I think I weighed like 63 kilograms. Which is around that ballpark, like a bit less. Can you get out of my life? Oh, I got messages on Discord. Hang on. I see. You know, I'm not gonna lie with you. I liked Mushoku Tensei. That Mushoku Tensei, up in like the entirety of the first season, was really cool. I read the manga, so like, yeah, their whole like traveling across the demonic continent and everything, I thought that was all really cool. But then like everything after that, I kind of really don't like at all. Like the school life, the married life, the Paul getting owned, like, I don't know. I genuinely stopped liking it. I watch it though, and I'm gonna keep watching it, but like, that's it. That's all I gotta say. I have a longtime friend and mod from the channel who hardly comes in, Haideran-san. They are a big fan of it, but like, I don't know, dude. I'm glad bro's happy reading his mid-fiction. Like, he reads the light novel. I read the manga. He reads the light novel and the manga. He's like a freak for that content. And again, I'm happy for him. That doesn't mean I'm gonna like it. But that doesn't mean I'm also gonna stop reading the manga. Funny story about the manga, the anime is actually ahead of the manga. I bet you're thinking, well, how does that work? Well, because like I said earlier, it's based off a light novel. So the light novel's even further ahead of everything. Did I miss that area with the crab? No, I don't see it. Okay, cool. I got so scared. You watched the anime, you didn't like it. How far did you get? I know that at one time you were actively caught up, because I remember I was watching it on stream at one point, and then you were like, I'm not caught up, so I gotta leave. And then it was like, okay. You were watching during like the Demon Continent arc, right, where they're like traveling around. Because I think personally that's the best part of the series. I don't know what comes after it. Oh, well, I unplugged my controller. You got sent to that part of the world. That's like, again, to me, that's the best part of the series. Yeah, there was that whole thing where like a bunch of people were just teleported away. Please knock it off. Whoa, Mario. Do you ever plan to catch up? Do you have any desire to see the series at all? There's the squid, octopus, land guy. That's where I was trying to find where to go. No? Okay, well this is a spoiler warning for everybody, but it's also like, this is just what I've heard. So the person that could have told me could also be a huge ugly liar. But from what I understand, the series stops being about Rudeus and company, and it starts focusing more on his kids later on. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Honestly, I don't know. Yeah, it is. It is just Mushoku Tensei the next generation. I don't know, man. That doesn't work unless it's JoJo to me. We talked about it the other day, but series just need to end or not have a time skip and just be like a different character and just like following their adventures. Because there has never been a series like, oh man, I want to see what their kids are up to. Like, no, I don't care. A lot of the times I just care about a series because the characters are neat. Sure, world building can be cool. Like, I don't know, the world building in Avatar The Last Airbender is pretty cool. And like, sure, I'd like to follow the next Avatar in that one. And things like that. So I guess there are many exceptions, but for the most part, if it's like a direct descendant where it's like, yeah man, this is my son, I'm like, okay, die. Oh, what happened? Oh, I haven't done Millicent's questline. Man. I guess let's go and do Kaled, and then we'll go do Lanedale. I forgot. We can't leave young Millie hanging. Or just a spin-off. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you know, just follow like another character in the world. Like, if you successfully set up a good world and, you know, like maybe side characters that are interesting, you can follow them. Or literally make up a new character in the same world if you've set that all up. But that's the thing, because you run into two problems, I feel like. You're either A, gonna have the fandom be like, well, where's Barry? And then it's all like, listen, Barry's like raising his kids now. Follow the adventures of Wally. And then they'll be like, but like, I want to see Barry. You could run into that issue. Or alternative to that too, you could be like, people just aren't well, I guess the one that I said, just they're not interested, or people be like, I want to see more of them. I played that's it. People could just fear that they don't have the skills to write something interesting unless it's following the pre-established characters, which is true. Remember what happened to Dragon Ball Z? Several times did they want to make Goku dead in it about Gohan, but everyone was like, well, where's Goku? And I mean, yes, we run back into the issue of it being like, yeah, but Gohan was a direct descendant. You get what I mean. It really quite easily can just fall into that, like, the fandom, they miss their character and they only were consuming it for that character, which you could say, okay, that's cool, that means that I'm writing at least this character well if everyone loves him. That shrug emoji. Can't win to lose, I guess. Did I already beat the boss here? Oh, I guess I did. Why did I come here? Gohan into a lame college kid later. Yeah. And the worst part is, it's what Gohan always wanted, so you can't be mad at him. I mean, you can, but like, I don't know, he followed his dreams. Can you say the same about yourself? I know I can't.
We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams.
What's your name?
Fresh. I don't talk to strangers.
I'm hit. Well, that actually went pretty well. Don't never say that again. Ah, they changed this. It no longer has a cool item. It's no longer Guts' sword. Oh, that's good, bird. Kayla is so scary, man. Oh, something cool happened today. There was a rainbow, but instead of being in the sky, it was on the ground. So just like a big patch of just like on the horizon on the ground was just rainbow. And then there was another rainbow above it. I got a couple pictures, but like, I know no one cares about these cool things except for me. Can you stop following me? I can never tell. Those guys, they have like just like a really big head. It's like an egg on their head. I always said it was an egg. Dungeon. I think it's a mad pumpkin head in here. Yep. Holy smokes, why do I suck so bad? I haven't got a single hit in. Here we go. That's the wrong way. Clown Town's this way. Oh, whoa, what's this? Dancer's Bracer. Shimmering Rune of Magma. Burning Rancor. Familial Consumption. Lava Spray. Come on, Torrent, let's get out of here. Although I guess technically this isn't Torrent. This is like some evil third guy. You throwing poop? I'm not gonna deal with it. This song's kind of strange. Oops. Oh yeah, you definitely can do that. I feel like I've said it before, but this mod seems to encourage parkour. I'm such a dumb idiot. I almost had it. Oh, you think you got it. Oh, you think you got it. But what makes... Is that the last track? These guys' weird sounds almost sound like a... It's like a really crusty sample. Well, this is a single. I'm not going to listen to a single because I'm not going to buy a single. I'll gladly wait for it to be put onto like an EP or something. Okay, cool. Let's do this. Dang it. hurt myself. How am I so bad? Don't answer that. Bro. Tato. Okay. Boo. I guess maybe I just need to do one jump. Gravity is your enemy. I wish the enemies had a different sound than when you died. Unless they do and I'm just having a dementia moment. Yeah. No. Melted mushroom. Bro's like, that was just my lunch. I wonder, can I just get that from here? Are you serious? I like this song already. Why do I keep getting scared and jumping the other way? It's just like hop, hop, hop. That's a single jump, not a double jump. Get away from me. Okay, I don't care anymore. An omen killer? And his pet dog? Okay, something's still locked onto me. Doesn't matter, we'll rest here. I've been to Fort Gale. I don't remember ever coming here, but whatever. Things we can do. I've assumed no, there's a grace there, so I just didn't go there, but it's not a big deal. We can check there out. I believe there's a dungeon in this swamp. We'll set a marker there in anticipation of going there. I doubt that I've gone there. So 1, 2, 3. There's a dungeon right here. But you have to get to it from like over here. This is Exeek's church, if I remember right. And then we'll then take it to where we're like going back on the old beaten path. And we'll just go into the swamp. Seems like a plan to me. So we're here. Might as well go to marker 1 first. They got Super Dog 17 over here. Never mind, he looked a lot scarier than he really was. I'm not interested in whatever that is. I missed. Get owned, bot. I sent Cyrnos on a video where someone was in this dungeon and they were like, it's been a while since I played the game, and they killed these two guys and they just jumped straight to the bottom and died. They were used to Night Rain where you don't take fall damage, so they just again, just jump to the bottom. And we're taught a lesson in gravity. I think that's not a ledge. Yep. That hurt. What's good, bro? You get a lot of rune arcs in this mod, which is cool because it feels like you have incentive to use them early on. I felt like in my early gameplay, for the most part, it's not worth to use them unless I'm like farming for them for some insane reason. I mean, you could say just use one and just don't die afterwards, but you're really funny. You must be really fun at parties, you know that? I love telling the story. I brought up the word party, which means I get to bring it up. But one time I was talking with my sister, this was several years ago, like maybe like 6 years ago? No, it might have been, I don't remember. But she was asking it in like a bragging sense. She's like, well, how many parties have you been to? And I was like, honestly, like none. I've never been invited to anything. Like, most people have a professional relationship with me or no relationship at all. And then she's like, geez, I'm sorry. I'm sure you'll get invited to a party sometime. And it's like, why are you taking pity on me? Don't ask questions if you don't want to get the answers to them. If all of a sudden you're going to start giving out the pity parade. Especially for a pity I'm not asking for. Kill him. Him being that wood. Get away from me. Me when I'm just trying. Oh, that's cool. It's got like that fiery tip. So it's inflicting burn. I never noticed. I'm not even sure if that was in the base game. Could you imagine that? Just like smacking some rocks, and then next thing you know, you're just dead. No, I guess you can't imagine that because you're gonna be dead. So It's just like, what was that? And then all of a sudden, just like infinite blackness. Oh, Alexander? I've never seen him here. But it's voice acted, so I don't know if that was added content or if I just never had this Alexander encounter. Well, whatever. Limgrave. That's hilarious. Sits of the Grace. Controller unplugs itself. Oh, you're still here, Alexander? I thought you would have left. I'm all buffed up and ready to kill. Just a fallen star beast. No, it's a magma worm here. Get away from me, freak. Which means this is the dungeon you get the meteoric blade. Is it? No. I think this one's... No, this one's the Moon Veil. Meteoric Blade's the one you find just like in the wild. So no second phase. The Molten Sword. That's new. A sword of molten crystal made using the power of the cult Aglay, ancient sorceress of Mount Gelmir. Magma shower slashes at foes and twirling motion, scattering magma all around. Additional input allows for follow-up attack. The sorceress developed from the fires of Mount Gelmir fires a volley of magma at foes that burst upon impact, charging enhances potency. The cult of Aglay discovered many uses for lava that eluded Rykard in his obsessive quest for power. A sorcery of Tanith, Blasphemous Consort, signature enchantment. Restores HP, FP, and SP upon defeating enemies. Also, when an enemy dies, you gain 10% additional fire damage to your attack for 30 seconds. Overall effects last for 3 minutes. Styled in reference and devotion to her lord, Tanith crafted this technique in an attempt to emulate the kinship Rykard found with his victims after they were devoured. Sorcery of Rykard, Lord of Blasphemy, summons a swarm of burning skulls that seek out foes and explode on impact. Charging enhances potency. These spirits manifest from the rancor of heroes who met a violent end. The Lord granted them an audience, whereupon they were welcomed by the maw of the great serpent, and within the serpent's palace they became the Lord's kin. Well, anyway. Did you see that, Alexander? I won. Okay. I should go and not heal, upgrade my weapons. I'm sure I can do at least one. Maybe not anymore. Lemon, lime, out of time, squiggly line, take a stand, hand in hand. All we are trying to say. Just give Jellyfish Field a chance. Might as well just take the infinite exit from the wispy bluing glow laser beam. Okay, cool. Where are we going next? We're going there, and then Fort Gale after that. Die. I missed. Oh, Fort Gale's just like right there. Let's do that first then. And then we'll go and like play around in the poop soup. Because I don't believe I've done anything here yet. However, it was already on the map, so I might have. Genuinely cannot recall. Hey, brother. Crush. Not the Visage shield and these two guys. Oh! How I'm still alive? Not sure. I'm getting out of here. Is Fort... No, you can't just go through the front door of Fort Gale, right? You have to, like, finagle your way in. And take the side entrance. Imagine working at Fort Gale, and they're like, yeah, we don't open the gate for anybody. Employees have to take the ladder entrance. It's like, oh, dang it. Like, I'm being real with you. I don't think I could climb a ladder that high. I might just throw up. My arms might get tired and I might just fall. Or I might just, like, be filled with fear and just fall. I'm sure after doing it a couple times, you get used to it. Or even then, the fear of falling might keep you from falling. This guy's all like, my subordinates, how dare you? I think I said it earlier, but we're probably not going to do a super duper ultra hyper miracle long stream today. I might go to bed after this album is over. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not going through that. Wow, the red main armor set. Finally, I can be a red main. Nothing but net style. Open the door. Oh, I guess maybe I got teleported here. I don't know. How? Sweet. Oops, my fault. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was thinking about, I felt like I was light rolling. I didn't know I was only medium rolling, and stuck in thought I fell off that edge. Now luckily nothing amounted from it. Yeah, this is that poison swamp where there is a dungeon, and it is Jail Cave, I believe. Jail Cave is a pretty long dungeon. I don't dislike it whenever I do it, but it is a long dungeon. It's like right over here. Right here. Oh man, a chest. Oh my goodness. Let's go and see if I can upgrade anything. Oops. The round table hold. Hey, Gideon and his friend didn't try and kill us after getting the medallion. Dude, stop. Please. Throw him, but I thought you were dead. Oh man, all out of level up materials. Hey, Roderica. she's all like, yeah, the loathsome dung eater's a terrible person. You wouldn't think someone that willingly eats poop would be a bad person, but he sure is. Yes, indeed. The scimitar. Oh, this is where you get the lantern. Okay, cool. It's nice that seemingly there's an infinite supply of those. Yep, let's head out. Honestly, after this song's over, I'm probably gonna head out. Because I think this is the last song on the album. Yeah, it is. So we got 3 minutes to explore. This is cool. It doesn't make sense why in the base game, the jail cave, it's a jail cave. There's no people guarding it at all. So it's nice to see that they've added some enemies that just like patrol. Even if it is a rat and a guy. Whoa. Marsupial. Oh man, that's one of those merchants. And that's me dead. I'm sure you know about Kale's Cut quest line, where like you take him to the city where the merchants are being kept, and then he's all mad about it. He's like, they forced us down here and we were infected by the madness. Like, it's funny, they forced them into the catacombs because they thought they were inflicted with the madness, but by doing so they inflicted them with the madness because they were driven insane being underground. Bro thought that was justice. That scared me. No. Okay, I can't like knock them out of it. Once bro starts up, bro is at it. Maybe I need to switch weapons. Yeah, see, that's a bit unfair because he wasn't ready for it. Oh, I guess that was one song off, so this must be the last song then. blow up. Well, whatever. I guess you can hang out in your cell. Of course it's wah. Big old rat. What you know about that? I want to throw my controller so bad. Man, these guys are annoying to fight. Keep an eye out for any rats. Yep, I was like, there should be a big rat, and then what? You? Dang. Well, with that doo-doo-doot sound, I'm calling it quits for today. As per usual, I thank you for coming through. Thank you, hand, heart, hand. You know you've done your part. I don't have to go on about this. So yeah, see you later, alligators, and after a while, you crocodiles.